Hello my athletes, welcome to this Cult Life HRX session with me, Rishabh, your coach. And joining me today are these super fit coaches, Rahul Shetty and Rahul Chauhan. This workout has some very well thought through movement combinations for building strength and muscular endurance in your upper body. This workout will also boost your metabolism for the rest of the day and will ensure you burn enough calories while you rest. This is going to be an amazing muscle builder session and we are excited to do this with you. If this is one of your first few sessions with us, please follow Rahul Chauhan on my left, who will perform the scaled down version of all the movements. And for all my regular athletes, follow Rahul Shetty on my right, who will perform all the advanced movements. Before we begin, please keep a bottle of water and towel close by and let's jump straight into the workout. The warm-up will be 4 movements, 30 seconds each into 2 rounds. I'm going to explain the warm-up movements to you and then we do these 2 rounds together. Alright, the first warm-up movement is going to be jumping tees. So this is how we're going to do it. You stand with your feet comfortably apart, hands in the front, jump out with your legs, and as you jump out, your arms open up. As you jump in, your arms come forward and you keep repeating. You stay on your toes throughout. For all my new athletes, people who might find hard to do too much of a dynamic movement, all you need to do is stepping tees. So you stand with your feet comfortably apart, hands forward, step out to the right, arms open up, step in, arms come back, step out to the left, arms open up, and you keep repeating that way. Alright, the second warm-up movement is going to be quadruped scapular raises. Really good for your scapular stability, the stability of your shoulder joint. So this is how you're going to do it. You get down on all fours on your arms and your knees. And then you drop your scapula, the upper back in, and then raise it all the way up. Drop it back in, raise it all the way up, and you keep repeating. Alright? All my new athletes can do the same thing, not a problem. But if you feel there's too much burn in your upper back, you can stop, take rest, and join later. It's going to be a 30-second movement. Your next warm-up movement is going to be dynamic pec stretch. Since we are going to be doing a lot of chest workout today, we are going to be dynamically stretching our chest muscles. So this is how you're going to do it. You stand with your feet comfortably apart, arms interlocked behind, raise it all the way up as much as you can without dropping your chest. Get it back down, get it back up, all right? And you keep repeating. It's going to give a lot of activation to these chest muscles. All my new athletes can do the same thing as well, all right? Your last warm-up movement is the raised plank march. We are going to activate those core muscles through this movement. So this is how you're going to do it. You get down in the raised plank, head to toe, one straight line, arms underneath the shoulders, keep your abs tight, and then raise one arm to get it overhead, bicep in line with the ear, get it back down, alternate with the other, and you keep repeating. Make sure when your arm goes up, your upper body doesn't tilt too much. So you've got to keep your abs tucked in, your glutes tucked in, so that your core is stable. For all my new athletes, you're going to be doing just the raised plank. So you're just going to hold in this position. No arm reach. If you find that tough, you can do just the raised plank. Are you guys ready to begin with the warm-up? First one, jumping tees. Let's begin. Take your positions and let's begin in 3, 2, 1, let's go. This is going to be a 30-second movement. We are just getting started, so I want you to take it slow this round. We're going to pick up a little bit of speed in the next round, alright? For now, just take it slow, but stay on your toes. Just getting your heart rate higher, stimulating that entire body, preparing it for the workout. Keep going. Open up those arms nicely so that you also get a good stretch in your chest muscles, alright? And you're done with this. Let's move to the next movement, quadruped scapular raises. So down on all fours, on your arms and the knees, and let's begin now. Drop your upper back in and raise it all the way back up as much as you can. That's good. Raise it all the way up. You're going to start feeling some kind of a burn in your rotator cuff muscles, your deltoid, and all those muscles surrounding and stabilizing your shoulder joint. This is an amazing movement, very powerful, and this is something that you should be doing very frequently on a couple of times a weekly basis. Let's go, let's keep going. And you are done with this. Let's move to the next warm-up movement, dynamic pec stretch. So I want you to stand with your feet comfortably apart, arms behind, and let's begin. Raise it all the way up and all the way down. As much as you can without really dropping your chest forward. So if you can't get it all the way up, that's totally fine. You need to be in your comfortable range of motion, and the idea is to activate your muscles right now. For that, you just need to push as much as you can with respect to your mobility. Keep going. Nicely lock your hands behind, open up that chest, and we are done with this. Fourth warm-up movement, raised plank march. So I want you to get into the raised plank now, down on the ground, head to toe one straight line, and let's begin. For all my new athletes, if you find it hard doing the raised plank march, if you find it hard to stable your core while you do this, please stick to just the raised plank. This is a very powerful movement as well. We are going to be holding it for 30 seconds, all right? Let's keep going. Make sure that your upper body is not tilting too much when you raise that arm up. And that is how you will start activating all the muscles in your core. Your abs, obliques, muscles in your lower back, your glutes. Amazing. All right, that's amazing. Good job on the warm-up. We're going to start with the workout now. The first movement, I'm going to show you how to do that, and then we start together, all right? The first one is push-up plus the pulse push-up. So you're going to do push-ups, regular push-ups for 50 seconds, as many reps as you can. And then I'm going to tell you when you hit your 50-second mark, and then you do your 10-second pulse push-up. So the push-up right here, guys, you start in the raised plank, head to toe one straight line, arms underneath the shoulders. You bend your elbow to get your chest down close to the ground as much as you can, and then raise it all the way back up. Your arms completely extend, all right? And then you keep repeating. Arms completely extend right there. Full range of motion. Now, when I tell you at the 50-second mark, you need to stay there and just drop into the bottom of the push-up and keep bouncing right there for 10 seconds. So 50 seconds of regular push-up, 10 seconds of pulse push-up, and for everyone who finds this slightly hard, you can always do the kneeling push-up. So from the raised plank, once you drop down on your knees, bend your elbows to get your chest close to the ground and raise it all the way back up, and you keep repeating. All right, for all my new athletes, no pulse push-ups, only push-ups on the knees. Your second movement after, that 1 minute of push-up, 50 seconds of push-up and 10 seconds of pulse push-up, there's going to be a lot of burn in your arms. And that's when you're going to hit those tricep muscles with a bent row and tricep kickback. So what I want you to do is stand your feet comfortably apart, hinge at these hips, drop your arms down, keep it nice and tight. Do a row, pull your elbows up, pull your triceps up, and then do a kickback. So you extend your arms up here, feel a lot of activation in these tricep muscles, back, down, and repeat, right? You keep doing this for 1 minute. I'm going to promise you guys it's going to burn, all right? After those push-ups, this is going to burn. For all my new athletes, same movement. If you feel really tired, if you think the burn is too much, you can rest and come back. Next movement is the elevator bicep curl. So we don't have any weight here, but there is a lot of burn in these arms already by then. So this is going to burn also. So what you want to do is stand your feet comfortably apart, tuck your elbows in close to the body, and then elevator, right? So you got to do one here, one more stop here, and then finish it off. While coming back, same thing, stop once on the way, stop again, and then finish it off. And you keep repeating that with a lot of tension in your arms. So I want you to create that tight fist so that there's a lot of tension in your forearms already. All my new athletes will do the same thing, but if the burn's too much, you can stop, rest, take it easy, and come back. You guys ready? Are you guys ready for the push-up? You guys ready for that burnout? All right, let's do this. So I want you to get into the raised plank, and let's begin those push-ups now. I'm going to tell you when 50 seconds are done, that's when you need to move to the pulse push-up. All right, guys, let's go. This is just your first round. It may just look very easy right now, but I'm just telling you guys, you want to pace it nicely because it is going to start burning, and you got to sustain full 10 minutes with this form and technique, right? You don't want the form and technique to be breaking from the second round or in the third round, and which is why I want you to, move at a comfortable pace where the burn's good enough, but you are not really maxing out completely. All right? All the way up, your elbows completely extend. If the range is not complete, please don't count that rep. That's good. For everyone who's finding that hard, you can do kneeling push-up. All right, guys, 10 seconds remaining. I want you to move to the pulse push-up now. For all my new athletes, you can continue doing your regular kneeling push-up. Pulse push-up that way. This is gonna burn, right? Just 10 seconds. And stop. How does it feel? I know it feels amazing. Now I want you to move to the bent row and tricep kickback. So stand with your feet comfortably apart. Hinge at those hips. Arms down. Make a tight fist here. A lot of tension in your forearms, and let's begin. Let's go. 1 minute. And back down. Let's go, guys. This is amazing. You're gonna get a solid, super solid tricep pump with this workout. Keep going, guys. Keep going with us. Let's go. Extend the arms completely. When you're up there after that row, your arms completely extend. Your triceps need to be doing all the work right here. Let's go. Good job. Great job. When you extend those arms, it's basically your tricep muscle, which is, pulling your elbow up, and that's how your arm extends completely, all right? And which is how your tricep is getting a lot of work here. And 10 more seconds to go, guys. 10 more seconds. I want you to keep pushing. You're almost done with it. And stop. Great job. I know this movement is easy, but after those push-ups, you will feel it. Let's move to the elevator bicep curl. All right, ready to begin? Let's go. Elevator bicep curl. So one stop, second stop, third stop, and back the same way. But make sure that you create a tight fist so that there's already a lot of tension in your forearms. Keep going, guys, for those strong biceps and those strong triceps and those, strong looking arms. Come on, keep going. One stop on the way, second stop on the way, and then finish the movement. Contract it nicely so that, your biceps get a lot of work here. Keep pushing. The second round is going to burn, guys. Let's go. Make sure your fist is tight. Do not loosen up that grip. Keep going with us, guys, for those strong biceps. Come on, 10 more seconds to go. You guys are doing amazing. This is the burnout round. We're gonna burn your, burn your chest and arms muscle out before we hit the main workout. All right, you're done with this. Now we're gonna start the second round, push-ups plus the pulse. Let's get down for it. Down on the ground, in that raised plank, and let's begin now. I'm gonna tell you when your 50 seconds are up, and then that is when you need to move to the pulse push-up, all right? Now you gotta pace yourself. By now you know that this is gonna burn. So you gotta pace yourself nicely. You gotta do every rep to full range of motion. Take some rest when you're at the top of the push-up, and then go back down with full intention to finish it with the right form and technique. Let's go. All my new athletes, your knees are down, but make sure that you still maintain that form and technique. Your entire body moves as one unit, all right? Keep going. You're doing good, Rahul. Come on. Keep your glutes squeezed in, abs squeezed in, and all of those muscles will smartly, nicely get engaged into doing this push-up. You can rest up on the top when you think it's getting too much. All right, guys, move to the pulse. Let's go. Pulse. Yeah, that's nice. Feel that burn. Let those biceps and triceps pump up. Come on. And stop. Feels amazing, right? All right, you know what to do now. You gotta hinge at those hips. You gotta drop your arms down, make a tight fist, and you got to pump that tricep up now, right? Let's begin now. Let's go, guys. Come on. You do a full row. Squeeze that upper back in nicely, all right? I know there's no weight, but I want you to feel that squeeze nicely. Feel those muscles getting activated really nicely, all right? And make sure that your arms are going up only because your lats are pulling them up, all right? And your arms are then getting extended only because your triceps are pulling that elbow up, all right? Come on. Smart engagement of muscles. That's what we need to do right now. This is amazing, guys. Keep going. Keep your chest up. And let's keep moving. Come on. Great job. Well done. Chest up. Nicely keep your, upper back activated. You're going to start feeling a lot of burn in your triceps. All right. 10 more seconds to go. You're almost done with it. And done. Good job. You know what to do. Elevator bicep curl. Yeah? So you got to stop once, twice, and finish the movement. Yeah? Ready to begin? Let's go. Let's do this. Tight fist. A lot of tension. And let's begin. One stop, second stop, and finish. Come on. Come on, guys. Use those biceps to flex that elbow, right? So it's just the bicep muscle is pulling your elbow up, is pulling your forearm up. And just make sure that you tightly, with a lot of intention, activate this bicep muscle so that the arm comes up because of that. And that elevator on the way, when you stop it, that should make it hard. All right, come on, let's go. Keep moving. Your biceps trying to pull it up, you're trying to resist it on the way through that elevator stops. And that's when it gives your bicep a lot of work. 10 more seconds, guys. You guys are doing amazing. Keep moving. Burn out round. All right. You feel the burn? You ready for the last round? Let's do this then. Down in the raised plank. And let's begin your 60 seconds now. I'm going to tell you when your 50 seconds are over, and that is when you need to move to the pulse. But right now, I really want you to push, all right? I want you to be more aware of your own form and technique. So make sure that your entire body is going up together, is going down together, and it is working as one single unit, all right? If you think that the regular push-up is getting hard, then you can always drop your knee down. But for this entire 1 minute, I want you to keep moving, all right? You can do the regular push-up or get down on your knees and do the kneeling push-up and move back to the regular push-up whenever you feel slightly relaxed or recovered. But 1 minute, complete movement. No stopping, no complete rest. 10 seconds, guys. Let's move to the pulse. Let's go. That pulse is going to give you a lot of burn. If you find that pulse is getting harder on the toe, you can get down on the knee. That's fine. And done. You want to get out of this so badly, right? Let's go, guys. Move to the bent row and tricep kick back. Let's begin now for that pump. Good job. Keep going, guys. This is the last round. Make sure you make the most out of it. The burn would be to its maximum right now, I know. And there would be a solid amount of pump in your arms, right now in your triceps. Let's go, guys. Let's keep moving. Completely extend those arms. Full range of motion, no compromise on that. Whether it's the push-up or the tricep kickback or the bicep curl, no compromise on the range of motion. Let's keep moving. Good job. Come on, keep your chest up, row, and kick back. Keep going, guys. Make that fist. Ten more seconds to go. Right, keep going, guys. All right, you're done with this. Let's move to the next movement, elevator bicep curl. So you stand with your feet comfortably apart. your arms tight fist, and let's begin. One stop, one more, and then finish. Slowly come down also. Let's go, let's keep going. Let's pump those biceps up for those strong looking arms. Let's go, guys. Come on. Keep moving with us. Good job. All the way up and then all the way down. All right, full range of motion. Whatever the movement is, there is never a compromise on the range of motion. Let's go. Whether the movement is small like a bicep curl or big like a squat or a push-up, the range of motion always remains. Come on. Keep going. For those gains, keep pushing. Let's go, guys. All right, 10 more seconds. Come on, keep going. More tension. Make that fist tighter. And you can stop. Amazing. Great job. All right, so we're going to move to the stretches. You guys good? You good, Rahul Shetty? You good, Rahul? Yeah? All right, we're going to move to the stretches. We're going to do some really good stretches and then end with some breathing practice. All right? So the first stretch, a lot of work to your chest muscles, right? So we're going to do a saddle pec stretch. We did the dynamic pec stretch in the beginning. This is something similar, but it's going to be more static this time. So what I want you to do, sit down on the saddle leg. So you start with a tall kneeling, keep your feet together, sit down on your heel, keep your chest up, spine tall, interlock your arms behind and raise your arms up as much as you can and hold it there, all right, without bending your upper body forward. You're going to hold that for 30 seconds. Let's begin. Let's get into that saddle stretch and let's begin your 30 seconds now. Great job. Keep your spine tall. You can keep your eyes closed. Now's the time when you need to relax. You've done a lot of work, believe me. Keep breathing nice and slow. This is going to help you recover better and faster. 30 seconds of this stretch and then we are going to move to another stretch for your chest muscles. Breathe. Take it easy. Alright guys, you're done with this. The next stretch is going to be the twisted cross. So what I want you to do is lie down on your chest. Alright, you're down on your chest and then your right arm is out to the side, your left hand close to the chest. Alright, your elbows up. And then you get your left leg towards the right side and you're looking up at the same time. You're going to be doing it for 30 seconds on this side and 30 seconds on the other side. This is going to be a really amazing stretch for your chest and your shoulder joint. Alright, you guys ready to begin? Let's get down on your chest. You can begin from your right side and let's go. 30 seconds on this side followed by 30 seconds on the other side. You just need to relax. I'm going to tell you when your 30 seconds are done. Alright? Keep your arms on the side, in line with the shoulder. Keep breathing nice and slow, right? You can hold your breath for some time, like 4 or 5 seconds. That's really going to help. Alright, I want you to switch to the other side. Alright? And like I said, your breathing, you need to keep it very, very slow right now, very controlled. You need to be in control of your breath right now. You can, when you inhale, you can just hold it for 4 or 5 seconds and then release slowly and then just keep repeating. You can keep your eyes closed, just relax, empty your mind. You've done a great workout, guys. Hang in there. Alright, you're done with this. Nicely, slowly come out of it and then we're going to do the next stretch. It's called the puppy dog. Very, very amazing stretch. One of my favorite stretches, guys. I want you to start in the tall kneeling. Alright, start in the tall kneeling and then I want you to drop your upper body forward, keeping your hips tall, getting your chin on the ground and try to get your chest to contact the floor if possible. If not, just try to go deeper. Alright. And you're going to hold there for 30 seconds. This is going to stretch again, chest, upper back, and your shoulder. All right, you guys ready to begin? Let's go then. That's good. That's good mobility, both of you. All right. Try to get your chest down as much as you can. Keep your chin on the floor. If your chest is not able to maintain contact with the floor, that's okay, but make sure that you try to keep going deeper. All right. This is a really good stretch. This is something you should be doing every day. All right, guys, you can come out of it. The next stretch, another amazing stretch, is the cross shin archer. All right, so I want you to sit down on the ground in the cross shin, all right? And then you get your left hand behind, keeping your spine tall, right hand from the top, and interlock both the hands at the back. Now, if you cannot get all 4 fingers to interlock, that's fine. If you can get 2, that's fine. If you can't touch your arms behind, go as much as you can. That's totally up to your range of motion. The idea is not to push too hard. The idea is to be in a range of motion which is comfortable and hang in there to mobilize that soft tissue. All right, we're going to do it for 30 seconds on this side, 30 seconds on the other side. Let's go, guys. All right, let's begin. 30 seconds. Cross shin archer. If you're not able to get your hands to interlock, that's okay. That's totally fine. Just keep pushing and hold in a position which is challenging yet comfortable. All right, that's good. Keep your chest up. This is stretching your shoulder, really good for the recovery of your shoulder and also stretching your chest muscles. All right, guys, other side. Let's begin your 30 seconds on the other side now. Again, this is amazing. Like I said, it works on the shoulder, your chest muscles because you're extending, and also your triceps. So a lot of work to these muscles today in the workout, and it's important that we stretch. These stretches held for 30 seconds or even a longer period are really good for your recovery and will help you get more training sessions, right? All right, guys, you are done with this. That was amazing. Well done, my athletes. I am so proud of you. I'm sure you're feeling pumped. Of course, after that workout, you deserve a good pump. Make sure you get 4 to 5 training sessions every week, and that's how you will ensure that the results start speaking for itself. All right, here is a tip from my side. I'm sure that after that small breathing routine in the end, you must have felt your thoughts getting restored and moving more towards calmness. This is a great practice to do every day before you're trying to fall asleep. With one hand on the chest, one hand on the abdomen, lie down in your bed and feel every breath for about a couple of minutes or more. Mindful breathing is a very, very powerful tool that can create a lot of calmness and will help you fall asleep much faster. Benefits of deep sleep are way too many, and maybe I will talk about them in another session. All right, let's finish it like we always do. We will all say we are cult at the count of 3, 2, 1. Let's do this, guys. In 3, 2, 1, we are cult. Thank you.